Hello everyone and welcome to a bit of a different video today. So I'm going to be doing a tier list video of every Payday 3 heist of year 1. Payday 3 recently turned 1 year old, I think yesterday now for me, right now. So I decided to do a tier list video. I had this idea a few months ago, but I decided to wait until the year 1 was complete and then do this. Now I can only hope that they don't release another legacy heist out of the blue. Because then this list to be a bit different. I mean, just one heist different, I guess, but you know. So as always with every tier list, this will be my opinion, obviously. So your opinion on every heist will be completely different to mine. And also I'm going to be doing this in the perspective of a loud heister. I don't like doing stealth, so I'm going to be doing that. I only do loud. I only do stealth if I join someone that's doing stealth and I do it anyway, I guess. Or just stay with my mask off. But yeah, most of the time I just don't do stealth. So I'm going to be doing this in the perspective of a loud heister. Let's say that. No Rest for the Wicked is number 1. So, it's the very first heist that came out. Back in the beta, this was the only heist you can play. I think I have like 30 or so hours in the beta, and I only played this heist, obviously. And I still didn't get sick of the music, and I still haven't got sick of the music. It's so good. Honestly, I'm really surprised about that. Gameplay-wise, it's just a classic bank heist. Everyone loves that stuff. Back in Payday 2, that was my number 1 heist that I usually do, was the bank heist. So, I would put this... It's probably between A or B, honestly. Can't really think of any flaws to the heist. No, I can't really think of anything, honestly. I'm thinking of like enemy spawn rates, which is just the same as always. It's always been. Enemy spawn locations are just fine. In the vault with the money that has a unique mechanic with the die packs, which has happened or does happen in real life, so that's a good thing as well. So it makes it a bit more realistic. It is a little annoying that you have to have multiple people or an ECM to get all the die packs. It's a little annoying that you can't do it solo. Well, you can if you're quick enough and you do it in the right order, but most people don't do that or can't do that, me included. So not really many flaws here. There's a lot of cover, a lot of places to hide, a lot of good objectives, very simple things. I'm gonna put this in A tier, and it's just a classic. So next is Road Rage. So if you know me, so with the Mask Mania, I specifically went for the Gearhead Grudge, which was Road Rage and 99 boxes, and that's the reason why I love Road Rage. It's obviously unique because it's on a bridge. I will say the truck is a little slow to get to the position of that ramp, but when you have favors, it goes faster. If you have multiple people in a circle, it goes faster. But let's be honest, as a pub player, not everyone does that, which is annoying, but still. The snipers are really easy to take care of. They always spawn in the same locations around the same times as well. Back in the day when I was doing challenges, kill a certain amount of enemies with certain weapons or whatever, Road Rage was the map I went to, so that's another thing. And again, going back to what I said on No Rest for the Wicked, I don't think there's any flaws to it. If the FBI van arrives, it's in a very easy spot. Another thing is Road Rage is the only loud heist. That's hard to say. That's another thing I like, because as a loud heister, again, I love it. So yeah, I S tier, 100%. I love Road Rage. Next is Dirty Ice. Again, classic jewelry store heist. Another heist that was there since day 1 at launch or whatever. When it comes to stealth, this is actually a not bad option because it's really easy. But loud, having the helicopter in the open like it is when Bile comes in and gets the bags or whatever, is always in the open. I guess he does eventually leave and then you can get him again, but it's at the very end of the freaking map, which is at the docks, which again is annoying because of snipers. But I guess in this game, snipers are not that annoying because they actually wait like 5 seconds and then they shoot. So another thing on Loud is they tend to, or enemies tend to like funnel basically in that back area, back alley, which is always fun because you can just camp it. So the only criticism I have really is, why is Bile like landing the helicopter? I guess not really landing, but still, in the middle of the street with snipers everywhere. That's the only thing. And then if he does go away, then you have to deal with going across the entire street to the docks, which is a little annoying, especially when you're carrying 2 bags and you don't have rush and you're really slow. And of course, cleaning the bags gives you more money, I think. I'm not really sure how it works. I guess it should, but I don't know how much more, because again, I don't look that up. In between A and B, honestly, I think it might be B, honestly. It's still a really good heist. It's like in the middle, basically. Yeah, I'll go B. Screw it. It's kind of like mid in a way. Stealth is honestly quite fun, I'll be honest. Next is Rock the Cradle. First up is, there is so many hostages in here that you can trade and trade and trade and just keep on delaying the cops, which is funny. If you do go Loud in here, I would recommend just taking the key card from that person and quickly scanning it on the door so you can open it, so you don't need to drill it, because if you go Loud you can't scan the key card. So that, I do recommend that. I think it's fine in Loud. It's a little crowded because there's a lot of civilians, a lot of enemies. There's, in the basement area, or the main area I guess, there's like 2 or 3, maybe 4 entrances for cops to be there. I should actually mention as well the music on these heists as well. Obviously every single heist has really good music, but I think Rock the Cradle has probably the second best music. First best is coming up, so yeah, there's not much else to say, honestly. Like, Stealth is a little boring. Loud is kind of the same. All you're really doing is going downstairs, find a vault, then you have to hack this little terminal to get Shade to get in, or whatever who it was to get into it, and then you have to find a code, which there's like 5 or 6 different codes. You need to figure out which one it is, get the money, then go. Or you need to assemble a cage as well. Probably Rock the Cradle could be probably a B tier. Again, it's kind of mid, but just the music alone probably be A tier. Yeah, I think I'll go B or C tier. Next one is Under the Surface, or Under the Surface, or just Art Gallery. Whatever you want to call it. This, again, going back to the music thing, this is my number 1 music, honestly. It's so good, in my opinion. It's like in between Under the Surface and Golden Shark is my favorite music. So when it comes to stealth, I know I wasn't going to say it, but I kind of feel like I have to. When it comes to stealth, this is one of the toughest heists to stealth, in my opinion, because of all the laser traps. Again, all those laser traps are very unique to the game. You haven't seen anything like that in Payday 2, besides I guess there's a few heists that have laser traps, but nowhere close to what it is on here. There's honestly not much to say about Under the Surface, honestly, besides that it's just Art Gallery. There is, like I said, some unique things with stealth, obviously with the lasers, and when it comes to Loud, it is a really nice just Art Gallery. You have a lot of loot, there's a lot of money involved. There's one criticism I have is, be nice if the little safe where you get the USB from was a bit more obvious, I guess you can say, because I remember back when I first played it, I was stuck on this for so long, and I actually had to look up a walkthrough because I didn't know that's where the bloody safe was. That's one thing. I wish the safe, that little door where the safe is, was a bit more clear, or eventually it will just like ping it or something, but you know, this is how it works, I guess. So Under the Surface is probably between an A and B again, honestly. It's definitely not C or D. What other criticisms I have? I guess another criticism I have for stealth is it's pretty difficult to get in. The only real way you can do it is to mask up outside, so there's a bunch of civilians looking at you, and then climb up a bunch of boxes to go into a window or go to the roof. I'll go B. It's average, let's say that. I wonder if it's actually possible to, I don't think, no, it's definitely not possible to do this with no mask, right? Because of all the traps, you can't jump. Next is Golden Shark, which I say Golden Shark, yes, even though it's gold and shark. I think it'd be so much better if it was Golden Shark, honestly, but that's just, again, my opinion. So back to another bank heist, but this one is a much bigger bank heist, so it's like Big Bank, I guess, from Payday 2, which it kind of actually is, because you spawn outside and you have that entrance, so yeah, it's basically Big Bank, I guess. Then you have to get through a vault, or a door first, and then another door and a vault. Then that's what Big Bank is. So first things first, when it comes to stealth, it's actually probably recommended to find the civilian to get past that little gate. So you don't need to drill the thing, but again, you can do that in loud as well. So I think Under the Surface also had the circles, like introduced the circle thing, which a lot of people hate, including myself. Honestly, just thinking of that makes me want to put this at C tier. Honestly, just because of the stupid circles are so annoying to do, especially when you're in pubs and no one else does it but besides you. It makes it so much freaking harder to do that. Honestly, it hurts to do this, but I think I will put that in C tier just because of the circles, because I hate that. It's really annoying. Same thing with Golden Shark. They have the circles again, but this time when you're like halfway-ish done, you have to go to a bloody computer and hack that, and then you can continue. And then Bio comes in with the drill if you didn't get skills or the favors or when. Sometimes it goes on the roof, sometimes it doesn't. Honestly, I kind of prefer it to be out in the street and not on the roof, because then you don't need to deal with snipers. Payout is always good. Stealth is not too bad, I guess. There's a lot of nice things there. It is a little annoying that you have to bring up the bags to the roof, and I think there's 2 spawns or 3 spawns for Bile to pick you up. It doesn't actually tell you where it is. Unlike, again, going back to Road Rage, at least Road Rage kind of tells you, like, there's 2 spawns, but they're like, oh, it's the south side of the bridge with the tall buildings or the chimneys or whatever. At least that kind of tells you, so you know where to put the bags. Golden Shark doesn't do that, which again is a negative in my opinion. But overall, honestly, I think this, just because of the massive payout you get, I think on Overkill you can get fairly easily $1 million. I think I saw a few people get like 2 million back in the day on stealth if you get every bag, which again is a lot of money. There's not much else to say about it really, but besides that, honestly, I think I was going to put on A tier, but purely because of the circle freaking hacking thing, and then halfway through that you have to hack a computer which has 2 choices on it. Wait for that to go through. It takes like 30 seconds and it's like, oh, that's not the right one, you go to another one. It's like, oh, for God's sake. I think strictly because of that, I'm going to put this in B tier, honestly, not A tier. I was going to go A, but because of that, I just can't, honestly. So next is Touch the Sky. Again, I'm pretty sure this is another heist that's pretty impossible to do no mask on it. That's the thing. I think there is a way to get past that guard into the door or whatever, so you can probably do it no mask. I'm not really sure. So first things first, I'd recommend keeping those civilians, because sometimes there's a civilian there that can open the vault for you, so you don't need to drill it. But I guess sometimes he's there and sometimes he's in the vault. I don't really know how it works, honestly. Sometimes I guess he just teleports in there, I don't know. Again, another heist that has bloody circles right off the bat. To open the very first door, you have to do that. Again in stealth, which is a bit of a nightmare, because sometimes the circles go downstairs, which is where all the guards are. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I don't really have much to say about any of these heists, just besides like, oh, this one's good, this one's not that good because of this reason. This one has bloody circles in it. You have to hack something, so it's not that good. I should really have notes on this stuff, but I don't. because I don't script things, so there's not much else to say about it, honestly. It's like, yeah, it's a good heist. It's good payout, good amount of things to do in it. There's a few things here and there that's a bit annoying, obviously, like the circles, and in stealth, getting the manager upstairs, or not, I guess not only a manager, but you know, getting him upstairs, open the vault. Honestly, most of these heists are just B tiers. They're just average. Like, I don't really have much of opinion about it, honestly. I'm sorry, but B is gonna be crowded, so but yeah, Touch the Sky is probably gonna be B. It is a little annoying, I will say, that again, the escape is outside where there is a sniper. Sometimes they spawn there, but not all the time. Oh, and out of every single heist here, one of the most useful favors is the zip line on this Touch the Sky as well. Out of the rest of the heists, besides, I think Golden Shark is not too bad, but the rest of them are just terrible when it comes to the zip line. The zip line for Under the Surface event is mainly for stealth, I think. Anyway, 99 boxes next, also named 99 circles or something like that. And then there was also a mod to rename it to 69 boxes or something like that as well. I don't know. So a lot of people don't actually like 99 boxes because of the circle thing. On this particular heist, I don't think it's that bad, honestly. I don't think the circle part of the heist is not too bad, honestly. In stealth, it's probably a bit of a nightmare. I wouldn't know, but yeah, because every time I join someone doing this in stealth, I just stay back and just let them do their thing. I don't bother doing anything else. I just stay back, and there's not much else to say. It's a good map. It's a good layout, good payout, good amount of things to do in the heist. It's not too confusing. I kind of wished, in a way, that there was an achievement, now I think about it, for the objective things that you get, because if you leave it for long enough, it degrades, quote, in quality or whatever, but it doesn't in reality. It doesn't affect the price at all, or it doesn't affect the quality. I kind of wish there was an achievement for that, like you have to get the highest quality possible, or there could be just, it's more valuable if you have the highest quality, and if you have the lowest quality, you just can't get it at all. Like, I kind of wish there was a mechanic for that. The snipers on this heist as well, they were a little annoying to get because they're on the roof, and sometimes their bloody lasers, or guns I'd say, poke through the roof, and you can't get them, but they can get you sometimes, which again is annoying. I'm trying to think of a bad thing. One bad thing is it's a little annoying to get the thermite because it's out in the front area, so you have to run over there, get the flare down, and then wait like a minute and a half for one bag to appear, by the way, which you need 2 of. And there's a favor that makes the helicopter drop it where you are. So without that favor, probably a C tier, honestly, because it is a little annoying that you have to go out, light the flare up, wait a minute or 2, grab the thermite, go back, use it, wait a few minutes, and then do some freaking circles or whatever. Do that, then you have to go back again, light another flare, get that one thermite, go to the next one. It's like just a lot of back and forth, honestly. Why not just drop both like thermites? Like, it's, you know. Anyway, yeah, C tier. So we have done every single heist that has been in the game, like day 1 or whatever. So next are legacy heists. We've got 3 here, and then we're going to move on to the DLC ones. So first is Cook Off. So when this first came out, I was like D tier, honestly. And then they upped the XP you get, or IP you get. I was like, yeah, that's good. A tier. That's really good. And then they brought out the, the modifiers, which was the one modifier that I hated the most was the one that enemies can shoot through your armor and then go to your HP instead. It was like 5% or something like that of your armor. I forgot what it's called, but when that was introduced, I was like, yep, F tier. Straight up. And then the thing rotated. I was like, yeah, kind of mid anyway. So it's kind of been all over the place, in my opinion. Right now it's just C tier. You get a lot of IP. I think if you get 19 pure bags, it's like 5,000 RP, which is enough to level up twice, maybe 3 times, which again is really good. But the fact that that takes like an hour to do of non-stop fighting the enemies away, especially when the last, I think 9 is Endless Assault. Yeah, you better have a really good coordinated crew doing this and don't screw up a single ingredient for an hour straight. It's like, it's just annoying in my opinion. This is coming from someone that only does loud pubs, by the way. So again, that's my perspective. I played some Payday 3 today. The very first game I went into, because I do quick play, was Cook-Off, and it was a level 1 Dallas with a level 14 chains. And when I saw that, I'm like, this is your very first heist? Why are you here? Why is this level 1 here? Why? Like, why? And then I just end up leaving the heist, honestly. Where it stands right now, it'd be C tier, honestly, because it's really good payout, obviously. You get a lot of money, a lot of IP, a lot of, not really much weapon XP, honestly. The weapon XP is kind of lacking, and it just takes forever to do. And of course, let's not forget that one bloody cloaker that spawns upstairs. Let's not forget that freaking thing. He is really annoying. So yeah, C tier for that. Next is Turbot Station or Murky Station. So back a few months ago, we actually had an opportunity to talk to Overkill, me and the other partners, and we were like suggesting different maps or whatever to be ported over and shit like that. And one of the things I said was Murky Station, because again, I don't like doing stealth that often, but Murky Station was one of my favorites, honestly. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but Murky Station was one of my favorites. So I was actually really happy that Turbot Station was actually ported over, because this is the only stealth heist. Like, it's only stealth or whatever, and I don't really like doing stealth, but I really do love Turbot Station, so I'm gonna go A tier for that. There's not much else to say besides one objective that's really annoying, which is that computer thing. That's so annoying, but everything else is really good. Oh, next is Diamond District. Oh man. So if anyone has seen my video on this, I'll be like that. So I've seen so many videos, people saying that Diamond District is one of the best heists in the game currently. I don't think so, honestly. I really don't think so. When I first played the heist, I'll be like this. But currently, it'll be a C tier, because it was just annoying in a way. Because you didn't really have a objective. In my opinion, you get kind of lost in the heist in a way, because again, it doesn't point you anywhere. It just like, here is 5 stores, go to them and rob them. That's it. That's basically what it says. Actually, it's probably gonna be DT, honestly, just because the way you put the money, like you secure the money, is there's a lot of options obviously, which is good, but if you get in my opinion, the bad option, which was the crane thing on the side of the building, whatever that's called, that is probably the worst freaking thing ever, because you have to climb up on a building, or not a building, a truck that's nearby, and then throw it over. If you don't have if you can't throw bags further with that skill, if you don't have that, you have to jump up, exposes you to snipers and all the other enemies around the map. But today I did find out that you can just throw the bags underneath the cable cart thing and they will be secured anyway, so that's a thing. I found out today. The best escape is probably the cage. And also, you can't actually secure bags in the helicopter, which I found out in my video, which again is so annoying. And I think I also found out that if you have bags on your back, it doesn't count as secured as well. So again, you have to secure it on that thing. It's just a headache, honestly. Just a big headache. I will say there is a lot of loose cash, which is also really good for daily challenges. That's about it, honestly. I think currently there is actually a door that's completely stuck and you can't open it. So that's a glitch, I guess. So if you go loud, you can't go in there at all, which is kind of funny, honestly, how that even happened, because that door was completely fine and then one update later it's completely stuck and you can't open it. Where it stands right now, it'd be a DT, honestly. I know a lot of people love it, but personally I'm not really a fan on it, honestly. It did get better. Like I said, it was F tier when I first did it, but now it's like in between C and D, honestly, but I'll put it in D tier just because of the escape thing. If you get the good escape, it'd be probably B tier, honestly, if you get the good escape. But just because if you get the bad one, it'd be D, honestly. Like, it's that much difference. So anyway, next one is syntax error. Oh man, this is a rough one. Enough said. Boys, no. So when it comes to stealth, it is obviously really annoying with all the drones and all that stuff, and you have to open one thing, one server room at a time in stealth. I guess you can find out through the computer which one you need, but I don't really understand it, I'll be honest. Again, don't do it, so I don't understand it. But in Loud, I don't really know what the payout is. I don't really play Syntax Error anymore, honestly. Honestly, the only good thing I can say about it is the escape is unique in its own way. Blowing up a wall, going upstairs, and then going into like a little park area to get picked up. That's nice. I like that. But that's the only good thing I can say about it, honestly. And because another thing I would like to say is the price of the bloody heist. This was the very first DLC that released, and the price of it was ridiculous. That I think it's on mixed or mostly negative reviews at the moment, but the price did get reduced, and then we get the compensation items, which it took me months to freaking get, by the way. So that's honestly, this would be another D tier, or could be F, honestly. Again, the only good thing was the escape. So yeah, screw it. Syntax Error is its first F, honestly. Next one, Boys in Blue. Man, honestly, Boys in Blue is a good heist, in my opinion. It's a really good heist. I didn't do it stealth, obviously. I did parts here and there in stealth, but not all of it. I think the Boys in Blue update was the one that came with a bunch of new animations as well. Obviously, the new weapons are really good too. Well, that's another thing in Syntax Error, was the weapons are really good, but the heist wasn't. Again, I'm judging the heist, not the actual mod pack or whatever. So again, a unique setting in this, going to a cop station, police station. That's really good. The objectives are very simple as well. Very quick to do. This is a fairly short heist, but the payout is really good because you get gold. This is the very first time getting gold in the heist. And of course you can pick up donuts and eat them, which gives you buffs, which is really funny, really nice idea. Do I have any criticism about this? Honestly, the only criticism I have really is it's a really short heist. But besides that, it's probably an A tier, honestly. There was so much hype. Honestly, I loved every single meme of it, honestly. I loved it all. I even made some memes about it too. So next one, Houston Breakout. I did it again. I keep saying Hoxton, not Houston. Houston Breakout is next. Again, a fairly short heist, but again, unique setting in a courtroom, breaking out Houston. Don't particularly buy their excuse why Houston can't grab a weapon and fight because his hands are broken or whatever. I don't really buy that. I don't think anyone bought that, honestly. Honestly, there's not much to say. I'm sorry that this is a bit boring or whatever, but it's I don't really have much to say. It's it's a good heist. It's very quick, which is kind of a bad thing. Depending on what you get when it comes to digital or physical evidence, I think physical evidence is better than digital because you just get more loot out of it. I guess if you burn it, it's less, but you have a choice between burning it or scanning it or just taking it. A lot of options there, which is good. When it comes to digital, I think there's 3 servers or 4 servers. I think there's 4 or 5, I don't know, which is not much loot at all. You don't even need to get loot, really. All you need really is Houston's evidence, and that's it. That's all you need. So really, I wonder how fast the speedrun is for this heist, because it'd be pretty fast, right? If you get digital evidence, all you need to do is get 1 server. But if you get physical, you just run in there, burn it, and then done. So again, fairly quick heist, which is kind of a bad thing. The drill as well is a bit annoying too, especially if it's in the basement. And another thing I don't like about the drill is every single time I try and I put the drill down and there's someone else next to me or whatever, they just look at it and they'll walk away. They don't even help bolting it down or whatever. That happens every freaking time. That's annoying. But anyway, I think I'll put this in CT, honestly. Again, kind of mid, only because it's fairly short, honestly. So last but not least, Fear and Greed. So this was the one that has the minigun in it. Finally, after a year, we finally got a new freaking overkill weapon, and then we got this one. So again, unique setting, being on the roof of that place and immediately having your mask on which makes stealth a bit more difficult. I haven't seen anything in stealth. I haven't done anything in stealth because I just don't like it, again. But I've seen some people on my Discord server saying it's terrible because enemies can detect you through screens, apparently, like computer screens, which that's just wrong. That's just why would you make that a thing? But anyway, for Loud, when I know there was some comments on that video. There was some comments. I remember seeing some on that video. It's like, this is really painful seeing you run around trying to find things or whatever. And I agree, it was painful to do that. I can't put it back here now. Okay, I need to leave it there. It was painful to do that, like I did in Diamond District. As I like played the heist more and more and more, I got more used to it because Overkill doesn't put like pings on things properly and tell you where to go. I guess they kind of do with the pipe colors in a way, but again, as a new person going into the heist for the first time, whatever, you just don't know that. As soon as you find out where the things are and how you get it, it's very easy to do. It's really fun going down the elevator shaft as well and clutching, because you can fall down the elevator shaft with the zipline and just grab the zipline last second to break your fall. That's always really fun to do as well, which I'll be doing in an upcoming video soon as well. So overall, it is a lot longer as a heist, because it takes a bit longer. It depends on how much money you want. So you can complete this very easily, very fast. It just depends on how much money you want. I would recommend getting all the money. I think the max payout is like $1 million, which is not too bad. But if you take too long, that money does go down. I think I will put Fear and Greed between a B and C. I think I'll go B for that. I think that's good. Let me check. Tower Station. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think I will put Golden Shark here as a higher B tier, above Rock the Cradle. I think I'll put this above Touch the Sky, and then I'll probably put Houston Breakout at second C tier. Yeah, I think that's good. Actually, I'll probably put Boys in Blue there as well. Yeah, I think that's good. So that's good then. That's my list. That's my list done. That took an hour. My god. My voice is dying. So yeah, this is my list. S tier is Road Rage. A tier will be No Rest of the Wicked, Boys in Blue, Turbot Station, and then B tier will be Dirty Ice, Golden Shark, Rock the Cradle, Fear and Greed, Touch the Sky. C tier will be Under the Surface, Houston Breakout, 99 Boxes, Cook Off. D tier, Diamond District, and then F tier is Syntax Error. So that is my tier list done. I guess whatever happens in year 2, I could probably do this again for next year, for year 2 heists. I was actually thinking of doing the weapons as well in this game, but I think I won't do that actually, because there's a lot of weapons I either just don't use enough or just don't care about. So that's about it for that. As always, my list is unique to me, so your opinion on these heists are going to be completely different, obviously. So let me know what your list would be like in the comments. Why not? Even though I don't really reply to people in the comments, I do read them, so yeah. So there's not much else to say, but thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.